All right, we are now in Brazil, and as you can see, get a clear day today and some rain rolling in and moderate rain for the race. So who knows how this is going to go. We've got the race simulator completely built now. We've done a couple other upgrades, and we are working on more research for next year's car, and 2 races to go here. So let's put the new guy in for FP1 and get him a bit more skill and move on through practice and qualifying. Had a wreck on track. Doesn't look like it's either of our guys. Let's see.
Who's that that just crashed? Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon.
And Albon. Oh, he gets loose. Yeah, that was...
Oh no!
Minor damage, maybe even none to the Williams. Looks like it's another massive grid penalty week for a lot of the fast guys at pretty much the whole field. So that'll be good. We got Vesti in the car. He did his whole run that he needed to and got the setup really good, as he does all the time. So that is good, and yeah, head on to FP2.
There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Let's have
Stroll
a look.
has just crashed.
Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
Into turn 1, it appears. And
Thank
straight
goodness
on.
nobody else was involved.
Into
That
the wall,
was a
wing
big
up
crash.
in the stands. And I don't know if he's out or not, but not going to matter too much. Yeah, he's out of practice, and it's a virtual safety car. That's perfect because we're coming in and reconfiguring the cars. So looking good right now.
Let's take over up.
Well, someone wrecked.
It's a yellow on the...
Let's take a look at
That
the
is
replay.
good for us.
Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Locks up and
Clearly,
into the tire
something went
barriers.
very wrong there.
Minor one there. And we are near the end of FP2. Everyone's been screwed up quite a bit.
Copy that.
I'm trying to get their track knowledge up and tune in the setups. Mick is good on his set already, so we're just trying to get some track knowledge. And yeah, we are trying to get Kevin on this setup a little bit better, so trying to get some information back on him. But yeah, they keep running wide and having issues. Kevin's damaged the floor, so we're gonna have to be careful.
We've just had a car run wide.
And yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go for FP3, but once we add rain into the mix for these guys, but definitely a tougher track for them, it looks like.
Seems to have been a lockup.
Alright, we got a crash in FP3. It looks like both of our guys are good. Multiple cars in this, we'll see what happened.
I think there's been contact on the track. We can take a look now. Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Mercedes locks up on the inside, hits the back of the Williams. They both go straight on.
Smash. They'll have felt
Just some
that.
front wings. Got another wreck on track. Puts out the virtual safety car. I'm just going to go ahead and have him come in.
VSC, VSC.
It's Russell
Copy.
has wrecked.
We've just had a crash on the track. Here's the replay. Now, just watch
Into
the
one.
Mercedes
Looks like
here.
it's going to be the problem turn. And he goes straight on
That crash is terrible news
into the
for the team.
barriers.
Radio check, Kevin.
All right, start of qualifying.
Radio's good.
Let's take a look at what we got for weather. We got rain coming in, so we need to head out immediately. And, well, Mick's got the best setup he's ever had. He's up to 97%. Kevin at 88% confidence. So, get these laps in, and we should be able to easily move on to Q2 as we have all season long. But with the rain, it's only going to help, especially since no one else sees the rain coming, and they're going to not get laps in until it starts getting wet out. Rain has started. Little error there by the AI. Everyone should have been out here. The rain's not going to go away till the end of the session, so I don't think the track will dry enough to cause us any problems. We'll go ahead and reconfigure just in case, but doubt we go out again. Alright, 3.5 minutes to go in at Q1. Track is still not dry conditions. No one's going to get back out in time. Looks like they're all going out on intermediate still. So, signs in a problem area. Hamilton, Norris. We'll see if any of those guys actually get bumped. Signs and Hamilton both get out. Looks like some people are improving on times. It just dried up right at the end. But the people getting bumped are going to be George Russell. That's a huge one. But with all these grid penalties, he will probably be up right next to us. So, yeah, off to Q2. And who knows what the conditions will be, since it doesn't really carry over from one to the other.
Okay, radio check again, Mick.
Alright, there's going to be no rain in Q2, so get them back out early again. Give them a little more space between each other. And hopefully put in a good first run for them both. Taking a look at it now, neither of them get held up by traffic. And you know what? 109 ain't bad. Alright, final run here. We're just fast forwarding through it all. New fresh tires for everyone. And Mick is not able to improve. Kevin's not able to improve. So now we just gotta hope that we don't get bumped. Kevin gets bumped. We're out of Q3. That sucks. Just not any pace there. It's really weird. Good news is there's 7 people ahead of us for Mick or Kevin, and 9 people ahead of Mick that get grid penalties, so it doesn't really matter.
It's
like
race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Has proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them.
Alright, we've got a weird one. It looks like we're going to go 2 laps, and then the rain's going to come in, and then it's going to dry up at the end of the session. So we've got to start off with the softs, and then we'll go from there. Really going to be up in the air on what we do, but just wanted to show that. I'll try to figure out a way to make this work. Alright, so this is what we've got. We are starting on the softs, heading to wets, hopefully taking those all the way through to mediums when it starts to dry up. And the biggest thing is going to be taking the wets and getting them to extend to the point where it dries up enough. So we don't want to have to stop throughout the rain part. But looks like this is going to be an 1 and 42 minute race. So a pretty long one. We'll hopefully be able to pull this off, but yeah, I think we can go a little lighter on fuel, but we're not gonna put ourselves in a bad spot. So yeah, off to the race, and we are in a good spot, starting 4th and 7th with all those grid penalties.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever. Who will win? Only time will tell. Here at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
We got a weird grid looking here. Alpine,
and it's lights
Alfa
out,
Romeo.
and away we go.
Plus we got rain coming in. We've entered our pit strategy window because, well, we've got a very weird one, and we are up into 3rd. for now. How do we pull this off?
Okay, good job there.
Coming up here going for second right now. Where is Mick? Mick is in 6th, so he's doing good as well. Got Verstappen already pushing his way through the field. He must have not had a big grid penalty. Question now is rain. When's it going to start? And at what point on the track are we going to be at? Oh my God.
All okay, Kev?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, copy.
I got nothing. Well, safety car. That means we're just going to throw the wets on now. And, because it's going to start raining.
Let's take a closer look. Now just focus
He
on
just
the
drives,
house.
he locks up. There was no reason for it. On
A
softs,
definite
no
collision
grip.
there. That's very unfortunate.
Just crashes out running third.
And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have really hurt.
So, no one else is pitting. The AI is not smart enough to handle this, but we know that by the time it goes green, it's going to be raining, and we'll have had our pit stop. I just wish it had been one of the other teams that wrecked so that we had 2 cars going in like this, but that sucks. That is absolutely terrible. So, well, let's get to the restart, see what happens here.
More rain expected. Is that copy?
It has started to rain, and everyone else is on slicks.
It looks like to us it's raining.
Copy.
Safety cars
Safety
coming
cars
in this
in this
lap,
lap.
so we'll
Safety
be at
car
full
in this
speed
lap.
while they all pit.
Copy.
They're going to have to double stack people. But
Put our head down.
is Mick going to wreck?
If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
And is the field going to pit?
Okay,
Or are
the
they going to
safety
do a
car's
full
going
lap?
in. Verstappen has the pack.
They're all pitting. All right. We're going to just... Well, some of them are pitting. We can't pass till the start-finish line. Half the field's pit. No one's double stacking, it looks like. So now we are the only ones on wets out here with a bunch of people on slicks that have to do a lap. We've got to get around these guys.
Good job, Mick.
We're losing our advantage here. It's Brazil. These always end up being some weird races. We're getting stuck behind all these guys, and it's just killing us. We had a big advantage, but he's got to get around these people. Right now, we may as well be on slicks right now. With as much time as we're losing here, there he goes. He's finally getting some gaps to go for. Just coming to a dead stop here. Rest of the field has nearly
Excellent
caught
move
us
by
at
Haas
pit.
to gain a few places.
Yeah, we gained nothing out of this other than on these 9 cars. That's unfortunate. He should have been able to
Yeah, good
go
job.
around most of them, but it is what it is. Now they're all going to pit.
Is that a new race position?
Is he going to
for
run
Haas?
into them while they're pitting? Almost. Mick's the leader.
You did good, really good.
Unfortunately, Hamilton's right
We need to
behind.
back off. Copy.
Because they slowed us up so bad. But we still have gained a bunch out of this. Now we just got to have Mick not drive off the track. If he doesn't wreck, we've pretty much guaranteed ourselves points. Just because half the field's in the pits. And we're running at full speed, finally, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to just do a lot of fast forwarding with this one, because it's not going to be all that exciting strategy-wise. We'll push on fuel, try to take these tires to lap 50, and do what we can.
Okay,
They all
back
went
off.
intermediates. They might pit again. The AI is not very good at looking ahead at what's coming. If they all pit again, Mick could win this thing. They're all pitting again. We're going to have the whole field lapped. The entire field's going to pit twice in the first 6 laps. If Mick doesn't wreck, he's going to win this race. Oh, you idiot, Kevin. But Kevin made all this happen with his wreck. Otherwise, we would have been under green and it wouldn't have changed a whole lot. So now everyone else that pits second is still got to go another lap on intermediates. This is some poorly designed AI right here, but very, very good for us at the moment. And we're just going to go balanced here.
More lift and coast, please.
I think it's just time to jump ahead and conserve on tires and watch the, I mean, we got a 26-second lead over Russell at the moment, so cross your fingers that he doesn't wreck. All right, so our lead is going down, but we are trying to stretch these tires. Not doing us a lot of good, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, at the moment, we are in a very good spot, obviously, but I'm going to go back up to standard because it doesn't seem like we're saving
Okay,
much
good job.
for
Now pick up your
tires.
pace.
And we'll push on the fuel because we've got a ton of it.
No more lift and coast.
Yeah, keep on fast forwarding because there's not a whole lot to do other than wait for him to put it in the wall or lock up or have something stupid happen. Alright, tires are overheating. It's just the track is getting a little drier. We're going to drop the pace. Verstappen still was catching us, obviously, but for the rest of the field,
Try to do some lift
good.
and coast.
So, what a crazy race, but really not a lot to watch here, so we're going to keep on fast forwarding. Alright, looking at where we're at, almost halfway. Verstappen and Sainz checked out after they passed. We're 13 seconds back from them. As for the weather, it just keeps bouncing back and forth as it predicted. Tires, we've nearly got it back to what they are on that, and I think they're not going to be trying to stretch these. So, it's possible they all pit again, and once we reach, I think we've got to reach probably 50 to be good, because it's going to stop raining around lap 42, 43. Doesn't matter how far we fall here, we're still in a really, really good spot. I would like to not fall, but we can't push the car at all, so got to keep these tires on for a very long time to make this work. So, jump ahead some more. All right, so you can see we've dropped down to 6th now.
And Ferrari just
We're
gained a place.
quite a ways back from the leaders now. They have a whole pit stop in hand. But what's going to happen with the strategy?
Looks like to us it's not raining.
The rain has stopped.
Copy.
This should be the final part, and now the track is going to dry. There's still a lot of water on track, but they may jump in for intermediates. They may jump in for wets again because everyone's getting close to that edge of these things being dead because everyone's gone this entire run. So we'll just keep going forward. We're in 7th, and we'll see where this cycles out when they start to pit and how quick this track dries up. That's another thing we need to look at real quick is how far can we actually go? You know, we've used up the tires a bit more than we'd like through that. But what's the earliest that we can put on? If we go a new strategy with hards on, the earliest that we can jump in is... Okay. So push as hard as we can with hards, 45. Alright, so we know that. We'll watch the weather, watch the track dry up, and make our call from that. Alright, we're at lap 45. The track has dried halfway. So, it's definitely going to be about extending these tires. We are 47 seconds back from the leader. They could probably pit for intermediates and for dry tires and still come out ahead of us. So we're good. We've got the best tires left except for way in the back. It's yeah, it's going to be about, do the AI make a wrong call and pit if we have a chance at podium? That's, you know, if they do that, we have the chance at podium. If not, we'll probably get like 5th or 6th. All right, they are pitting. What are they going to? Because it's not dry weather yet. So I'm going to assume they're going to come out on intermediates. Yep, there we go. Perez on intermediates. So, as I thought, now we just need Mick not to wreck this while we wait to get into the dry weather. Tires are struggling, they're worn, the track's drying. We're going to pit this time. Let's push it one more lap. Okay, we can pit this time. Pit options, we're gonna go to... What? Let's go to hard so that we can push it. Got it. Now let's go to hards.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled.
They're all going to have to pit again. And we are going to be pushing hard while they're on a little worse tire for a moment. I don't know. I don't know if we can really make this work, but we are going to push and find out. Leaders are back in the pits. Everyone should pit before we actually get to them, so get around, get everyone cycled through this pit. They're going on to softs. That's a long ways to go on softs. Leclerc hasn't pit yet. He's just now in. We are in 5th, and we've got a slower tire, but they've got a long ways to go on soft tires, so it'll be interesting to see where this cycles through. As for the people that were battling in points, well, Alfa Romeo right now not having a good time. They're only 1 point. AlphaTauri is, what, about 8 points? 6 points? 8 points? Somewhere around there. So we're still looking like we're gaining on people. Put in fast lap right there, but that'll get beat by the actual fast cars that are on softs. Mick just can't wreck. So I'm going to jump through this part as well, just because, again, we're not really doing much battling, not much to watch. Alright, a little bit of positive news. Hamilton, Gasly, none of them are closing in on us. We're not closing in on Alonso, but everyone else is slower and on worse, like tires that are going to wear worse. So still got a chance, not for a win, obviously, since Verstappen and Sainz are clear out there. They can pit again if they want and come out ahead of Leclerc. So possibly a bottom step of the podium, but that is getting less possible as we drop more. Lap traffic screwed us, brought Hamilton up to us, so we're getting passed by him. But if you look at the tires, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Still not a bad race, because biggest thing is scoring a lot more points than Alfa Romeo. So we'll keep on fast forwarding, see where this puts us. Alright, as you can see, everyone's tires are falling off. We made the right choice to go with the hards. Mediums might have been okay, but we're pulling away from Gasly and Hamilton now. We won't close on Alonso. It's going to be difficult even if they pit. So, looks like 5th place, but once again, only one car in contention. So, yeah, I'm just going to fast forward to the end, because as you can see on the track map,
go 5 laps.
We've got half a track to ourselves pretty much. So we've dropped that from 20 seconds to 16 seconds. Someone has spun. I do not know if it's probably not for us.
The yellow ahead.
Or not for us, but for points or positions. One U is spun. Hotas has moved up to 9th, but being 5th place, that is going to be helpful, even with them getting 2 points. And who knows, maybe Ricardo can come back at him. But final lap coming up on it. Verstappen's got this one in the bag. I think he's still far away from us. Rez has actually made some moves. He's closed up. He doesn't have a chance to get there, but he's got around Gasly and Hamilton. I believe he is on the mediums. Yeah. So, final lap here. Let's just ride around since we haven't done a lap.
Starting last lap.
It looks a little different than iRacing with all the added stands and paint and banners and everything. A lot of these are just temporary stands that they bring in, and iRacing doesn't ever add those to venues. Well, I guess they do have the temporary stands for some parts of COTA, but they also have way too many, as they went with what was first used the first race. Verstappen gets the win, though, but Ferrari has a good points day.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
What a weird race. Not a whole lot to watch with that, but Brazil just providing some very odd stuff, and now we head into the final race of the season. And there we go, 5th place. Another good finish for us. Bottas has got 9th.
Checkered flag, Mick. Checkered flag.
Gasly's going to get 8th, but we score more points than both teams.
Great.
Thank you.
And Mick is going to jump
Good
back
job,
up
very
towards
tricky
Kevin.
race. Over and out.
Could have had 2 people up here. Well, no. I don't know where it would have been had Kevin not wrecked, because then it would have made everyone have about the same strategy and no yellow flags, so come away with a 5th though, and that's what we needed. We did 2 pit stops, everyone else did 4, Latifi did 5. Driver standing, Leclerc, the gap is closing up there. Mick jumps back up ahead of Kevin and Pierre. Pierre comes up ahead of Kevin. All very closely battling for the 9th position. Unfortunately for Hotas, his teammate has only scored 10 points while he scored 95 on the season, which means we just jumped them. Well, actually, we're tied with them, but I believe we have the better finish position, so we're ahead of them. And it's going to come down to the final race. Do we outscore Alfa Romeo? AlphaTauri, we don't have to worry about. Obviously, they're not going to be able to get 54 points. So yeah, final battle. All we care about is beating these guys, getting that 5th place in constructors. So we will move on to that race. Hope you're enjoying this. Thanks for watching.